Hi, everybody. Welcome back. Welcome back to the Psychic Tarot Angel Oracle. I am the Psychic Tarot Angel Oracle, and I'm here to give you guys a reading today, but also to entertain you. So make sure that you guys are familiar with my legal disclaimer. It is in the description box below. But by watching my videos, you're agreeing to the contract being in control of yourself, being responsible for yourself, and with any of the information being channeled. Please be on your best behavior because the Most High God is watching and the Holy Spirit is listening. I'm reminding everybody watching about my personal human rights. Attempting to persecute me in any form or fashion for what I channel from God and the Holy Spirit is a violation against the First Amendment and this contract. Okay. Any attempts to silence me will be followed up with by the Most High God. This contract also includes gatekeeping and the shadow banning of my messages. Okay. If you're stealing my content, I'm going to take you to court, point blank, period. Everything said on this platform is copyrighted by God and the Holy Spirit. And there is a real thing called spiritual court. And I will be taking you to that. Okay. And in the physical realm, I will do whatever I need to do to protect my work and to protect the work of the Most High God so that it doesn't fall into the hands of the wicked like you fucking copycats. So anyways, everything that's said on this platform is copyrighted and all that. So don't steal my messages. Don't try to keep me small. Don't gatekeep me, and don't mess with my energy, and don't mess with my numbers. Okay. The people that are doing that are begging God to just execute them. So yeah, just giving you guys, I warn everybody every day about that shit, but whatever. Anyways, okay, now we're going to do the prayer. So I ask that the Most High God come be with us now, calling in the Holy Spirit. I hope you guys are having a beautiful Father's Day. If you guys are fathers, yeah. I'm not taking personal readings today because the last time I did this platform, I did personal readings. And it just takes a lot out of me. So I'm just reading for the collective. Okay, so we're going to start with what's the T Oracle. So, Holy Spirit, Most High God, please block out anyone or anything that would try to negatively influence or impact this reading or attack my platform in any way. I pray for the highest light, the highest wisdom, and the highest truth to be revealed to me and my collective, and I pray for all of my subscribers. Okay, as I call upon God's favor, I ask that you give me the full armor of God for protection during my life's mission and work here on the earth. I'm eternally grateful for your favor, Heavenly Source, and for your unfailing love. Thank you for blessing me and my subscribers, and thank you for healing the sick, and creating miracles in your holy name. I give gratitude and thanks. I pray into thy holy presence, and I meditate upon your divine will. Amen. So I'm reading for a collective of people. So yeah, it'll be the people in the chat, and it'll be any other person that comes across this reading at any time. So I'm feeling like I want to start with the what's the T Oracle, but I may end up moving to the... So somebody is trying to put a lot of pressure on the collective to perform or to provide something. I don't know what it is that people are trying to pressure y'all so much. Maybe this has to do with Father's Day. I'm not necessarily getting that, but let's see what we've got here. Bad habits. You're dealing with somebody that's got bad habits. Or there's somebody in the energy that's got bad habits, that's not taking care of themselves, which could be, what we just saw in this picture. Okay, so you got somebody that stays up all night and they focus on your energy. Drugs, addictions, toxicity, that type of thing. I do feel like this person is a stalker. They're a total freaking weirdo, man. This is somebody that's tried to either swap destinies with you or swap energies with you. And this has been within the past 24 hours. They attempted to do this again. You're over here unfazed. This could also be like about an ex. But I'm so tired of reading everybody's exes. Holy shit. Obsessive lover. What I just say is about an ex. This person is obsessed, dangerously toxic, unhealthy, possessive, and karmic. Damn, that's crazy. Right off the bat. You're over here like sipping on your tea, chilling, unfazed. You don't even know that you guys literally have no idea how somebody has tried to make an attempt on your life in the past 24 hours. This is definitely a copycat of yours. So if you know who I'm talking about, you know, this person's not shit. They act like they're this badass artist. This person could be like a rapper. They could be a singer. They could be a dancer. Either way, they act like they're the most badass person ever. And they're really not. They're not that great. And I'm not dissing their art. I'm just dissing the fact that they're trying to copy you and trying to integrate some basically lies about you into their artwork. So whatever this person does, they're trying to include your guys' energy, which is not okay. Because you don't need an obsessive lover that's dangerously toxic, unhealthy, possessive, and karmic. Doesn't this remind you of the girl from The Ring? Comes out of the fucking toilet or whatever. That's the vibe I get from this person. They're a total freak. So beware of somebody that wants your life, but you know, these people are going to be really suffering in the next 24 hours. Like it was a good, big fuck no to these people. First of all, you live your life sober. How could this person even try to attempt to live your life when they're stuck on these toxicities? Also, you're dealing with somebody who's obsessive. Your light irritates their demon. That's not your problem, though. I mean, it's this person's problems because their demons are irritated by your light. It could literally be your positive energy that upsets this person. This person, why do they feel like you need to be in a negative state every day? That's fucking ridiculous. See, this is what people need to understand, is that they need to stop trying to push their energy onto other people, because other people are not going to just accept that shit. This person is going through a lot right now. Okay. They're definitely obsessed. They won't let go. They won't let go of your energy, and they're trying to pull you into a toxic legal situation. Some of you guys may be dealing with, you know, coworkers. You may be dealing with exes. You may be dealing with people that you don't even know, that just see you online. Yeah, this person is played out. Everything that they're doing is played out because they're not shit. This is like somebody, like I was saying at the beginning of this, is literally copying my energy, copying my messages, or writing it down word for word, like moving on. Like, thank you, next. You're moving on. You've been moved on from this person. And so they're upset that you're moving forward without them. But, you know, you can't take this person with you. They're a weirdo. And they're very toxic and negative, and they're always trying to push their suffering onto other people. So I don't know how you even attracted this person in the first place. I feel like this is possibly a narcissistic, empathic relationship. Yeah, this person feels like they're into you, like you guys have good chemistry, great vibes, that I'm like not picking up on you guys having any chemistry, you and this person. I feel like this person doesn't have their shit together, to be quite honest. And I also feel like they're attacking you without realizing the ramifications of attacking you. First of all, you're going to continue to shine and move forward. That's just point blank period what your life is going to be, whether this person exists or not. But the fact that they feel like they can play God in your life, and they can stop, you know, whatever this recognition is. These people really believe that the devil is going to do some shit to you, and no, it's not. The devil hasn't told this person, yeah, I'm not going to do nothing to them. But again, the devil is a liar. I don't know why people trust these low-vibing entities that don't have a body. You know what I'm saying? Running. Okay, so you could be somebody that likes to exercise, but I'm not necessarily getting this. I'm getting that this is somebody running from the police. This person could be literally running around your neighborhood, trying to watch your house, and they could also be trying to evade the police. Why? They committed some type of crime. I'm just not for sure exactly what that crime is. It feels like some type of insurance fraud or identity theft. These people need to learn about what goes around comes around. Point blank period. Because you moving on should not be triggering this person this much. This is obsessive. This person just wants to marry you for money. I knew that card was going to come out. They're an ex that is broke as fuck because they have addictions and bad habits. And this person is just upset that you're not going to allow them to abuse you any longer. A cyberbully. Somebody could be cyberbullying you, trying to harass you online. That's not going to get them anywhere but put in hell. This is talking about people that are being very vindictive and manipulative, and trying to harass you online is a bad idea. Somebody could be trying to threaten you. This person just wants to cock block your forward movement. Love on the brain. This person that's completely obsessed with you. Yeah, another reason I'm not reading personal people is that I don't have any likes on the video. I'm not going to be dipping my energy into somebody else's bullshit, making my own energy all fucked up, and you guys are not even liking the video. That's one reason why I take away free readings, is because you guys can't even reciprocate back with a like. Then you should not be watching me. Okay? Stop stealing. That's fucking stealing. You're watching and you're not liking the video, you're stealing my energy and taking me for granted. And there will be a day where I do not show up, and it's not going to be nobody's business where I am, but there will be a day where I'm not here to help you guys. So, you should value me while you have me, and know that hopefully you can learn as much as you can learn from me before I go. Because I'm not handing the torch to any other person. Nobody can do what I do. Nobody has the abilities that I have, and they don't have the connections that I have. People can try to do what I do, but as far as actually doing it, no, they can't. So that's why I want people to learn from me as much as possible while I'm here, because if the abuse gets too much, then I'll decide to leave. And I'm just here to basically make sure that my messages reach the people who need to hear them, so that they can change their lives and turn their lives around. So that you guys stop falling into the clutches of these karmic ass fucking people, basically. But I'm just going to chill. I'm not going to pull any more cards until I get at least one like on the video. So yeah, this person's got love on the brain, but they're a hater of the majority of everybody else. So I don't know how they can say that they're this loving person when they're not a loving person. This person's a fucking hater. They've always been a hater. They've always been jealous as shit, and always been trying to take fucking full advantage of people. That's why I don't like their energy. You got somebody that's just wanting to use other people without showing any type of gratitude. Now, I understand, I understand people that don't have money and shit like that to tip, but just stop taking people for granted. Y'all really need to stop doing that. Make sure that if you got a father that's still alive, regardless of the way that you feel about this person, you would not exist if it wasn't for them. So maybe you should shoot them a message and tell them how grateful you are. People need to start living their lives in a grateful way, or liberties that they took advantage of and took for granted will be stripped from them. And you never want to be that person that took somebody for granted and then all of a sudden, they pass away, and you ought now all of a sudden, because they're gone, are wishing that you could have had more conversations with that person. You never want to live that life. That's like the worst shit ever, to really take somebody for granted, have them pass away, and then not be able to ever communicate with them again. See, for me, when people die, I get to know them better than I did when they were alive, because I can communicate with the dead. But not everybody can do that. And a lot of the times our beloved loved ones, when they pass away, they don't necessarily go, well, let's just say that, without being worked on, not all of them make it to the other side. Not all of them are completely whole. Some of them are still confused, all that stuff. So that's what I'm talking about. People need to be, and I'm not just talking about fathers, but I'm talking about be grateful for the people that give you service and give you aid. If you're watching somebody's content and you watch it consistently, like the videos, don't be stingy. I don't know why there's so many jaded, stingy people in this world, but it's insane to me how I can offer free services and my kindness and extend an olive branch out to everybody else, but then people just shit on me like for no reason. It's kind of crazy. I just want to make sure that my ass is out of the way when God comes and brings the judgment down. I don't want to be hit with that shit. Because all these weird copycat people that want to be you guys, I don't think that that's normal. Somebody wanting to literally consume your life and be you, that is not normal. Okay, that's fucking weird to me. And I think it's dually psychotic. I truly think that it's some type of mental health disorder, but it's really sad that the collective is suffering because there's other people that have mental health disorders that won't go to a doctor. I mean, you're literally dealing with somebody that is on hardcore substances. They don't want to go to a doctor and they don't want to be honest about their addiction and what they're going through. You know, this person wants you to figure it out. This is somebody, you're dealing with somebody that's like, okay, you figure out the test question and I'll come back for the answer. That's the type of person you're dealing with. They feel like if you do all of the work, they'll be able to get through on that. And it's not true. These people need to be the ones themselves doing the work. Like it, this person needs to do shadow work. They need to stop trying to come towards you because they feel like something is good in your life. You know what I mean? Showing any type of gratitude is going to be probably the best thing that you can do, especially if you want to keep people in your life. You know, this whole occult shit that these people belong to, these witch covens, all this crap, these people that work for YouTube that are doing all this shadow banning, you know, they don't know what they're fucking with. First of all, they can continue to do this dumb shit, but that's not to say that it's going to continue to work. There will be a day, habitual grudge holder. There will be a day when they go in to plug in all their shit to steal numbers and steal money and all of that. There will be a day when their logins cut off, when God just strikes them down dead at their computer. I'm literally not joking. That's not a metaphor. There will be a day where this shit is no longer allowed, and that all of the stuff that was being held up and delayed in the spirit realm for the chosen will come through automatically. And people will be losing their numbers and they'll be blaming the chosen. And maybe it is the fault that the chosen, the last will be first and the first will be last. That means the people that have the most success right now are the fakest. And that's what God means when God says the last will be first and the first will be last. In their head, you've got somebody that's always stuck in their head. They're always focusing on you. It's really weird. Like, okay, you know what it is? Cock blocking. Literally, this person is addicted to cock blocking. It's the same thing as gatekeeping. They're just trying to keep you out of something so that you don't find out about what these people have been doing. These people have legal issues and they want you to pay their court fees. I don't see, you have nothing to do with why these people are going to court. I don't think that you should pay anything. If these people come towards you on any type of borrowing money, do not lend these people money because they don't need it. They're liars. Look, you're over here uninterested. The truth is about this person is that they're more interested in their destiny than they are you. And that's very dangerous because these people don't know what is in your destiny. Okay. And so it's very dangerous to think like this, to want to marry somebody for their money. Coming in on that type of serpent shit is not cool. Scarcity tactics. This person likes to use scarcity tactics. This person is somebody who would tell you that basically that nobody else will love you but me. Yeah, fucking right. Okay. I could tell you that. Hey, Girl Gone. Welcome in, Nurkarim. Make sure you guys like the live as you come in. Yeah, you guys are dealing with somebody that wants you to think that nobody loves you and that there's nobody here for you, but that's not true. That's the illusion they're trying to create, and it's backfiring on them. These people, they didn't value you when they had you in your energy. They had you in your energy. That's what I'm saying. They did not value you. These people did not value you. They're very trying to threaten you guys. Literally. sadists, intimidating, threatened, bothered. These people are so bothered. They're about to be a lot more bothered when they realize that all of their cock blocking has led to you getting a blessing. They're going to be real upset. I'm not kidding. I'm picking up on somebody who is furious. I literally think you should laugh in this person's face. And not to provoke them, but just because this shit is actually funny. Yeah, exactly. Nobody loves them. They got it completely wrong. They're just trying to project the fact that nobody loves them on you guys. Thief, robbed, lost, theft, physical or emotional. These people are mental, energy thieves, and physical thieves. Literally. They want to steal they've always wanted to steal your destiny. I'm getting that somebody's crossed over beloved parent is watching out for them and is like trying to, you guys are getting warning signs about this impersonator and this imposter. I really feel like you guys are dealing with somebody that is trying to commit a crime against you. Dodging bullets. Exactly. You're dodging bullets by you walking away and not paying this person any time, like any attention. You're basically dodging bullets. Also, it's like, the fact that you're unbothered that is causing this person to act out of character. I mean, I guess it's not out of their character to be evil and demonic, but they just want you for money. It's really sad. Like this person in general does not want to see other people survive and thrive. Like they're a weirdo. They literally, and I am so tired of reading y'all's ex. This person literally doesn't want to see anybody do good in life. And they're holding on to a grudge. That's their problem. This grudge is going to make them sick. Clout hungry, says anything, does anything, makes shit up, dramatic. This person's upset because you're getting recognized for something or you have some fame or public recognition on its way. Okay, I don't see what that has to do with this person. You're over here unbothered, dodging bullets just by literally keeping this person out of your energy. And I'm proud of you guys because, you're dealing with somebody that wants to fight like a girl. I was picking up on a masculine energy, but yeah, I'm also feeling this girl fight. Whoever they're connected to, they want to fight you for some shit. You cannot come up to no person and try to fight them for their own destiny. It makes absolute no sense, Yes, I am tired of it too, but for some reason, there's something about this situation that God is like, nope, we're going to look at it again. So until we learn the lesson, there's probably something to learn here. But yeah, this person, you got somebody at war competing with you. I really feel like you have an ex that tried to turn another person into a version of you and it did not work. Yeah, somebody that's got fake smiles. This energy stabs this person in the back all the time. So they're definitely not winning with this shit. I also feel like toxic little girl inside. Exactly. Down low. That's exactly it. This person, I just heard the spirits are like, shut up. No, I'm not going to shut up. An offer. They want to make you some type of offer. This person does. Now, unless this is a loved one, a family member trying to make right by you. Wow. Really? With all these cards? They want to make you some type of offer because they're carrying this bad karma. It's a big load of bad karma. And they need somebody to dump it on. They're so used to abusing you. This is like really pathetic. They're so used to using and abusing you that they feel like you're just like their energetic punching bag whenever the fuck they get ready. And this is because they're a spiritual hater that's got bad karma. They also want you back. That, like I was saying, the ex wants you back. Then they're trying to dig up dirt on you and they're not finding any. This person is delusional. They don't know anything about your life and they never will. And then they're engaging in a third party, situation with this other energy, trying to pull you into some type of multiple lover of some type of weird sex shit. No, you're not into that. I'm sorry, but this is like trying to force you to join an orgy or some shit. Like, no, This person's probably carrying some type of demon with them or something. They want to make an offer to you so bad, a dirty offer. Literally, they want to make an offer to you so bad with this stinking ass, nasty ass dick and this other chick that's got nasty panties. Yeah, this is because you guys have boss daddy energy. That's why they want to marry you for money. Stable, rich business owner, CEO, big dick energy. This could literally be you guys are dealing with some girl that's like dick crazy and they just got on board playing in the spiritual realm, trying to do things against you guys and did not. These people are stupid as hell because they should have done some research on who you were. Yeah, they got a bad reputation. This person's always had a bad reputation. And they're just pissed off because you guys are moving on, which is what you should be doing. They're looking you up online. This person stalks you online all the freaking time. They're like straight up annoying. They're trying to find something online. I literally feel like this person has tried to go into the spiritual realm and marry you many times, and God has said, no, I don't condone this marriage. I don't give consent to this, and neither does my child. That's why these people are trying to come towards you in the physical realm to make you a dirty ass offer. Yeah, this person is pissed because you move in silence. Continue to move in silence. It's the one thing that's saving your life is not revealing the stuff, important details about you to people that you don't know. Because you got somebody that's using fake accounts that's watching you, that's trying to pull you into a legal situation that you have nothing to do with. This person doesn't pay their child support. They owe money. They could be trying to take you out so they don't have to pay your child support. How stupid is this individual? Even if they got rid of you, they're still going to have to pay child support for this fucking child. Okay. Literally, you could have been dealing with somebody for a long time that never helped you with jack shit. They want the inside scoop, a closer look, nosy up in your business. This is only to try to sabotage you or try to get you to sabotage yourself. Because again, these people don't have any power over you. They just feel like they do. They feel like, oh, because they can do this little bit of witchcraft. They have no idea what is coming for them. What God is going to send to these people, they're not going to be ready for. And not only are they not going to be ready for it, they're not going to be able to deal with it either. They were over here starting drama, continuously trying to spy on you, creep in, watching like a freaking weirdo, screenshotting your picture, taking it to practitioners, taking it to people, going out partying. Like the first card was drugs and toxicities. This person's always talking shit. This is because you're moving. This person wants to waste your time. They could have also gotten child services involved. I do not trust child services. Okay. I really feel like if this person is trying to get your kids taken away, they're going to go to hell. I don't trust child services. I feel like child services does not take care of children. I feel like they take them from loving parents and then put them in situations where these children will be either sex trafficked or abused. And that's just personally what I see when I use my gift. That these government agencies were never funded off of doing charity or helping anybody in any type of good way. You know, and there's a lot of people that will agree to the amount of abuse that happens in foster care and when they get taken. This person wants to steal your creativity. I'm not kidding. They're an imposter, an impersonator, steals your work, copies you, duplicates off you, feeds off of you. This person is about to lose, majorly lose. You're about to hit the jackpot. So when you hit the jackpot, this person is going to be losing everything. And you're going to see that they're losing everything because they're going to get more desperate and more desperate and more desperate to get a reaction out of you guys, to get energy from you guys. These people will probably stoop down to contacting your parents, your loved ones, your children. Just make sure that you tell your kids, you know, like, not to talk to this person, that if this person isn't good for you, that they're not going to be good for your children as well. And I think that's just being responsible because you guys have actual stalkers, actual weirdos following you around, trying to get access to your home. If you guys live in a condo or an apartment building, this person has gone to your neighbors and has been telling them to watch you. Okay. They definitely want to, they want to take your guys' light away, and that's not going to be possible. I'm being told to grab the crime deck. So yeah, something is bad is going on if I have to grab this deck. So we'll see what they have planned. But yeah, the more you learn about foster system CPS in the US, the more horrifying it becomes. I absolutely agree with that. It's absolutely horrible. And that's why the people that are behind calling when they know that nothing abusive is going on, those are people that are going to burn in hell. Because if they get somebody's child taken from them and they're a loving parent, and then they get that child put into the system and that child ends up getting abused, whose fault is it? It's the person that called with the false report. So that's why I really feel like CPS and DCFS needs to really take into very serious people doing false reports and trying to just get other people's kids taken. They need to take that shit real serious, but they don't. They look at it as an opportunity to come in and steal somebody's child and then sell them on the black market or traffic them to whoever knows how many families of foster parents, foster people. And I'm not saying all foster parents are bad, but foster people, foster parents that specifically abuse and sell children, sell them. Okay. Sell their sex and all that shit. Pimping out children. This is ridiculous. This shit needs to stop. I should not have to be reading this energy, but you're dealing with somebody who wants vengeance against you that bad that they're willing to do anything to make you suffer. They're definitely trying to surveillance you or have an AI surveillance you. This is not even working right. Like literally, these people have cameras pointed at your home, and all they see is like, they don't even see you guys having people over. These people are trying to monitor your every move. I feel like that's inappropriate, and I also feel like it's illegal. And I don't know if it is illegal in any other country, but I do feel like it is illegal to be doing this type of shit. I mean, it's one thing if you have a camera outside your front door, outside your house to see who's coming up. That's one thing. This is like a camera that can, like, it's definitely illegal. Yeah, this is like a camera that can turn around all different directions, and it's being directed towards you, and this person watches your movements. I mean, they're a freaking weirdo. But like I said, somebody came over and contacted them when they found out where you lived. Healing. They're watching you. They're surveillancing you while you're in the privacy of your own home, while you're working on this healing, while you're in bed. Shit like that. Very inappropriate. Extremely inappropriate. This is because they haven't been able to dig up any real dirt on you that they're actually doing this, because it doesn't make any sense. Like, to put this many resources into somebody that's not fucking doing anything, that's weird to me. And so it makes me wonder, what are you guys seated to inherit in this lifetime? What is it that we don't know about? Because these people watching you heal, they just get more pissed off every day. Yeah, let them bleed money watching you. Seriously, it's blood money. I mean, literally. And if they're putting any of this content, what I just say about your neighbors, they're putting any of this content on the dark web, they're going to get caught up for that. That your neighborhood is behind this shit. I mean, they're not the ones that started it, but they were contacted by this person and bribed in some type of way. So yeah, they tell, this person specifically wants to know who's coming to your house, because they're going to try to paint some type of lie. This is the type of person that will monitor you and then try to paint lies about you. God is about to throw this person in the garbage. What I just say, life insurance. This person could have said, hey, I've got a life insurance policy out on that individual. If we can get them out of the neighborhood, if we can get them unalived in any type of way, then I'll split this life insurance money with you. And these people are like, probably just, they're not going to ever tell you that they are supporting this shit, but you could literally have somebody that is watching you because of life insurance money. And I don't think that you signed any policy for that. They want you trapped. They literally want you trapped so that it's just easier to abduct people when they don't have homes, and when they're in prison, it's easier to get like this person could be trying to get you put in prison and be telling somebody in prison to unalive you the moment you get in jail so that then they can split up this money. Okay? You're dealing with that type of people. These people literally want you trapped in some type of court binding situation. That's why they were going to come in and bring all these problems and basically unalive you. That's what their intention is, to surveillance you and to unalive you. And I'm also getting that this life insurance policy, God is watching over this. God is literally watching over this. Like you actually have a real life insurance policy where God is insuring your life. If these people try to come for you, they're going to get really, really, really hurt and unalived, possibly in the process. Yeah, this strangulation. This is what they were going to try to have done to you once you were trapped. So I hope that these people are not racist. A crime of passion. See, now I don't know for life insurance policies. This is a crime of passion because they hate you passionately. They also want you homeless and on the streets. These people would even like take out insurance policies on your children and then try to take you out. So you guys need to be really careful. Just with who you're allowing in your house, who you're giving your personal information to. You know, make sure you're praying over your food. Any time that you go shopping, pray over the food. Make sure you're washing the food. You know what I mean? Like fresh vegetables and stuff and fruits. Make sure that you guys are washing whatever the fuck they have on it. Because this person is so desperate to harm you that they would harm an entire community of people just so that they could get to harm you. So that's very dangerous thinking right there. You know, somebody that would be willing to go to any, like this person, if they could get to the water supply for your entire city, they would poison everybody in the city just so they could watch you suffer. That's very dangerous. That's why these people really need to be, you know, called out. This is supposed to be a secret. Everything I'm talking about is supposed to literally be a secret. It's not a secret. We know about it. God is basically showing us right now. And so it may be important for you to do just a general search on yourself to make sure that you don't have a bunch of policies out because, you know, these people feel like they're just going to sign your name. I mean, this is a completely crooked operation. But yeah, also somebody is pissed off because you are, nobody's told you that you have an inheritance, but you do. Yeah, these people could literally be wanting to lure you to a secret wooded area. Literally. I'm not kidding. Mother Nature itself is fighting back these people because they've tried to unalive you with witchcraft. This could literally be somebody that wants to come in and act like a caregiver. So yeah, you guys also beware. Make sure that you're looking after your parents and that if your parents have a caregiver, that they don't see a dollar sign on this person's head. That's why I think that life insurance is really bad. I think it's evil because people start to become worth more dead than they are alive. And these people that don't give a shit, they will literally like sacrifice somebody, you know, just to get money. Confirmation. And I'm not even for sure where that was coming from. But yeah, just to get money. This is for the love of money. They'll also harm your loved ones. That's why knowing who is taking care of your parents and then you being there and making sure that you communicate with your parents to know that they're okay and they're not being harmed. Accomplice in crime. You could be dealing with two people that are actually caregivers that go around, you know, smothering people or whatever in their sleep and then collecting the insurance money off of them. Because this person works with somebody that's crooked. Yeah, they like to party a lot. That's what came out in the last reading. Well, not the last reading, but the last deck of cards we just used was these people are on substances. They're always partying. They don't take anything serious in life. These people don't believe in God, so they can't fathom these people are never going to see what's coming. They can't fathom it. They're having a meeting with probably right now. They're probably having some type of online fucking conference, literally right now. And they're pissed off that I am telling you guys about this. But, it's just because they're possessed by the devil or whatever demonic shit that they worship that I'm getting that type of energy from them. These people could have literally let you run away or wanted you to run away when you were younger, or you could have been a runaway. And that could have been, yeah, you could have ran away because you've got this gift, this spiritual gift, or this physical gift, which could be like a house, a car, a home, anything, basically. You have a gift that you don't know about, and these people are jealous of it. They want to wear your shoes and be you, but they're not. They're not you. Outer space. So literally, you have help coming from outer space. Love. You have love coming from outer space. Like, these people they're not aware of what's about to happen to them. They're about to get messed up by some extraterrestrials. Literally. Burial. These people could be going to burial sites and like taking shit out of them. I don't know what this is. But these are the type of idiots that would bury somebody and then go back to the scene of the crime. They would poison all the water in the city. Are you serious? That's crazy. I was totally using that as an analogy, but yeah. Oh my God. I get that energy that they would literally poison everybody in the city just to stop you. Little old you who's over there not doing anything to anyone. It seems kind of pretty weird to me that these people are actually getting together and having meetings about how they're going to do this. The justice system is totally involved, and they're going to get called out too. Wow. Yeah. I'm glad that you heard it in your mind, though. It's wild. Child. These people are going to regret this shit. They're going to regret the day that they made this idea or formed this plot. Yeah, because you're still alive. These people are like asking themselves, how in the hell are they still alive? We've sent all the death magic that we've ever known. We've contacted every practitioner that we could ever find. We've basically spent all this money. We've tried to get them imprisoned. We've tried to force them into a mental institution so that they would have a caregiver that we could bribe. These people have thought of just about everything. They're very perverted sexually. Okay. They want to watch you be harmed sexually. That's disgusting. These people that are around your neighborhood, I feel like this could be an old neighborhood that you have left. And you could have left because you were getting surveillance, but I also get that some of you guys are being surveillanced now. And these people are trying to do everything that they can do in their power to get you put on the streets because they consider you the perfect sacrifice. Fraud. They want to do this scam. This basically, yeah, life insurance is a scam. They want to do this fraudulent shit. And they feel like if you're not alive, that they're going to get away with it. These people, if anything, if these people touched one hair on your head, their entire bloodline would be wiped off the face of this earth. And it would possibly lead to World War III or the last world. It would lead to the fucking apocalypse. These people tried to do anything to you and we're going to get away with it. It would literally lead to an apocalypse that they would not be ready to deal with. And what God is going to do to these people, they are not ready to deal with. These people really need to clean it up. Again, I'm all of a sudden smelling bleach. Okay, if you clean with bleach, use less bleach. There's somebody that is bleaching the shit. Like, they have harmed somebody and they're bleaching everything. When the cops come to this house, they're going to smell this ridiculous amount of bleach. And they're going to want to see the inside of the home to see why in the hell somebody's using that much bleach. But yeah, crazy. Just beware that if you do have elderly parents, that there could be somebody that is trying to take advantage of them. And if they feel like you're also a threat, then they may feel like they need to get rid of you to take advantage of your parents. I think people that harm children and the elderly should just be thrown in a hole and forgotten about, straight up. It would, yes, lead to an unfortunate string of karmic events. These people lies. Look at all this. They thrive on lying. And these people are all doing this based off of a lie anyways. I feel like somebody literally is trying to get you robbed. Like they told somebody that, oh, they keep a bunch of cash in their house. No, you don't. I feel like this person didn't ever expect their lies to be, these lies about you to be cleaned up. They never expected that, because it was all, now these people are really worried because they know that everything they were trying to do is based on lies. And this could involve a freaking celebrity. Beware of these celebrities lying to you guys. Don't idolize these celebrities. Idolize God. These celebrities work for the devil and they lie. Be careful of somebody trying to invite you to a function where there's going to be celebrities there and they're going to be on this devil shit. What I just say, devil shit, celebrity, devil, egotism, male celebrity. So somebody needs to be careful because there's a celebrity that wants your destiny. Let's just say that. They want your energy. They've seen you before. They've tried to sacrifice you and they've lost. They're having an ego death. Yeah, it is the neighbors. Wow. And they've now moved into their houses. That's crazy. Targeting the elderly. And you know what? I went through a similar situation where the police and the neighbors were working together to try to take my home from me. And, they were successful in doing that, but God found another place for me that was much better. And I've been safe ever since. But yeah, those people were trying to sex traffic me and murder me. And there'll never be a day where I don't speak out against what my neighbors were doing to me, the amount of witchcraft they were doing on me, and the fact that they called themselves Mormons and whatever the fuck else is just another abomination. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, celebrity energy harvesting party. Yikes. Water. These people feel like water will be able to, this is like Dexter, but Dexter's actually righteous. This is like people feeling like water will cover up anything. I do not feel like using water to take anybody out. I don't feel like water magic has the capability to unalive somebody. Now, I have heard of cases in like Haiti and other parts of the world where there is heavy ass witchcraft that spells have been put on people and it could cause like somebody to drown in like a puddle. Okay. I have heard of that, but like, as far as what these people are trying to do, they need to cross a body of water to make this sacrifice. And you're not buying into it. You're dealing with a serial person. Like what I was saying about Dexter, keeps dumping bodies in the water. This person dumps a lot of bodies in the water, and they do it off of the coast of Florida. They do it in the Gulf, and they do it, I don't know, what is this place that I'm seeing in the ocean? This is like, they're doing this in the ocean. Okay. They're doing this in what? If there is something called the Devil's Gulf, that's what I'm picking up. The Devil's Reef. It may be that. Yeah, these people went down the wrong road. They went down the road with the devil. I'm not even kidding. Literally, these people may have a body of water connected to their housing. Yeah, this is because you have intuition. These people are literally trying to come for you because you have intuition, because you can see what they're doing. I'm not kidding. A whole bunch of bodies are going to be discovered in the Devil's Reef. And it's going to be, these people that were behind this shit, completely behind it. Yeah, they're going to regret this. They're already living in regret because you have intuition. These people are really, really scared. I feel like they're shaking in their boots because they know that God is protecting you. And also this love from outer space, that you have extraterrestrials watching over you. That's terrifying to these people. These people also feel like if they can't use your energy to get out of whatever trouble these celebrities are in, they're sacrificing their fans. You guys have to realize these celebrities are literally trying to sacrifice their fans. Yeah, for sure. And people need to repent because God sees everything, you know what I mean? Yeah, what they see in their mind's on, exactly. Yeah, they should be scared. Your ancestors don't play nice. That's exactly it. It's like the sins. These people literally, I'm not kidding. These people have tried to infiltrate your neighborhood. And that's a problem. When you got somebody that's illegally surveillancing you, and again, you did not give this person permission to watch you. You did not give them permission to spy on your life, and you definitely didn't give them permission to take out any type of, life insurance policy. You didn't give these people permission at all. Let's see what the confession is that they have, because these people have a lot to say for doing this. They have a lot to say that they're not saying, which is crazy. Yeah, they don't see anything wrong with what they're doing, and they're about to get slammed by God. God just needs you out of the way so that when God sends this like natural disaster to them, that they're going to get hit with it. There's no way these people can outrun the sins that they've already committed, and there's no way that they're going to get away with this. These people will be put in jail. I feel unworthy of having love in my life. I feel miserable and lost. This person feels, first of all, you cannot work with anybody that does not love themselves, that does not have the capability of loving themselves. You just can't work with that. That's like one of the hardest. It's impossible, basically. I feel alone and in the dark. Where is my light? This person's looking to you guys to be the light, and you guys are the light for the world, but you're not this person's personal light. I cannot be vulnerable with you. I'd rather hide in the darkness. See, this is what I'm saying. This person's dark as shit. I'd rather hide in the darkness before I let you see inside me. I've never even read that card before. There's still cards in this deck I haven't read. Yeah, they do. If they say that they hate themselves, do not take that as some type of humbleness. That's not good. People hating themselves is not good. And that's why a lot of the witchcraft will not stick if you love yourself. I can tell you that. Because for them, these people that do this dumb shit, their witchcraft is like taking spaghetti, throwing it at the wall and seeing what's going to stick. They don't know what to play on because you guys don't give them any information. Yeah, you feel like there's hidden cameras and recording devices in your house too. Yeah, absolutely. You're dealing with very disturbing people who hid behind their version of God. And these types of people really believe that they're right by doing this. It is so illegal to do this shit. To come in as a delivery person or as a person that's there to fix something, and then or even to come into your building without your permission when you're not there, that to put illegal shit in your house to record you, that is human trafficking. People don't realize if they're putting this feed onto the internet, that's a human trafficking charge. These religious groups that are stalking you guys, these people are going to hell. It says, I feel unbalanced and uneasy. I don't know what to do to fix it. This person literally feels like they have to monitor you. They feel like the moment that they take their eye off of you, you guys are going to ascend. But whose business is that? Your guys' ascension has nothing to do with these people. My pride and ego got hurt, so I wanted revenge. So revenge means basically trafficking another person. This is like literally the energy of, it says, I wanted you to hurt too, of, Joseph in the Technicolor Dreamcoat and his brothers selling him into fucking slavery and taking his jacket or whatever. Or maybe they didn't take his jacket, but they did sell him into slavery. And then he ended up tricking his brothers because God punished the land once Joseph was gone, and they were in a great famine. When Joseph returned to it, he bought his brothers' birthrights and all of their land for a bowl of porridge or whatever. Like, these people who are fucking you over now and trying to do so, these are going to be the exact people that need you in the future. And that is wild to me. It's difficult for me to process my emotions. I'm not available right now. This person has no light within them. They're just a black hole. Like on the inside, they're dead behind their eyes. I don't see any light. I don't see any life. I don't see a soul. I'm not picking up on it at all, because if these people had souls, they would not be able to do this to another person. You guys realize that the fact that you could never do this to somebody just goes to show that you actually still have a soul, because you feel, I knew I was losing you, but I didn't do anything to fight for you. This is somebody that would just sit by and watch another person abuse you and not do anything about it. This is a coward you're dealing with here. All I had to do is have a conversation with you to clear the confusion. Yeah, he chose to gang up with others. Now he can reap what he sowed. I completely agree with that, GT. I definitely feel like this person is going to reap what they sow. But it's going to be in the worst way possible, because if you have to defend yourself from this person, you're going to knock them clear on their ass. I pushed you away because I did not want to take the responsibility. This person doesn't want to take responsibility for what they've done. So it's easier for them to just throw everything on you. The thing is that these people that this person owes money and owes things to and owes a sacrifice to, these devils, whatever they are, reptilians, they're not going to come looking for you, my collective. They're going to come looking for this person. So this person really should be working on what they're going to give to these reptilians, what they're going to do, because these reptilians are not going to come looking for you. They're going to come looking for them. Yeah, they can't. These people could not be honest to save their lives. I agree with that for sure. Nurkarim, for reals. I cannot support your actions. It's too much for me to deal with. This person cannot support the fact that you're a virtuous being. Like, what? You can't support me being a do-gooder? It's like none of us are perfect. I don't know why this person views you as being somebody that they're like, well, God just gives them everything. No, you have to work for everything just like everybody else. God's not just giving shit away. And trust me, if God did give you a blessing, you deserved it. Because if you didn't deserve it, God wouldn't have given it to you. And who the fuck is this person to say that God fucked up and gave a blessing to the wrong person? No. If God would have given your gifts to this idiot, they would have used them to turn the world dark. So this is why I'm saying, I smile on the outside, but I am dying on the inside. What I say about them being dead behind their eyes. No light, nothing there. Just like complete darkness. Yeah, God complex. And this person will reveal themselves to you when they get upset or feel threatened. Their whole eyes will turn black. Like their pupils will, and just like black eyes, scary demon shit. You guys could have experienced this person freak out on you before and their eyes turn black. We're living two separate lives. This person has a personality disorder. They don't know who they are. That's why they feel like they need to copy you so that they can be somebody. Why doesn't this person just be themselves? Oh, maybe they suck on the inside. There's obviously not any soul going on in there. So what did these people do that was so bad to get rid of their soul? I mean, you have to do a lot of shit to actually get rid of your soul. That's hard to do. It's too late. I've moved on and I do not wish to reconnect. So this person is going to want to try to come back, but truly they've moved on. They just want to use you as some type of scapegoat or some type of sacrifice. And God's basically calling bullshit on this person because of their intentions. Tyler, the creator, he's got a home on one of the islands out here, and you've seen him on Instagram get pissed off. You know what? I've heard the name Tyler, the creator before, but I don't know where it was. I'll have to look that up. Yeah, it was like the reporter knew that what he was doing, and his eyes turned completely black. Exactly. That's exactly it. You'll find that people will be recording people, and you'll see that black eyes. I have lost all control of my life. And in the Diddy case that's happening right now, this person keeps messing up. There was times where every time he would beat Cassie, his eyes would turn completely black. That's demonic possession. And literally, genetically. Wow, I don't understand what you see in me. I don't feel attractive. This person doesn't feel good about themselves. This situation has become very difficult for me to manage mentally. It's draining me. So they're drained, so they want you to feel the same way. I think that you guys are doing a lot better than this person. Also, I'm not sure I can meet your expectation. The pressure is too much for me. This person literally will never meet your if your expectation is just for this person to be a good person or just to act right, and acting right, everybody is entitled to their own opinion, but what they're not entitled to is changing the collective opinion about people. These people can try to do that, but if God says that somebody is a certain way, then that's who they are, and people need to learn that these people, I don't want to say it's every celebrity because probably not every celebrity, but these people like that you guys idolize, they're actually harvesting a lot of energy through you. And every type of concert you go to has an aspect of energy harvesting. I think like the older, way older rock bands, I don't think that they're into this energy harvesting in this type of way, but I do feel like these newer creators and stuff like that, whatever these new people are, they're definitely into this. It says, I'm going through a roller coaster of emotions. I won't admit it. This person is very emotionally unstable. I was afraid that you would reject me if I shared my feelings with you. Yeah, if this person shared the way that they actually felt, how jealous they are, you would reject them. And they know that, which is illogical. It's illogical for them to be jealous of you because your life has not been perfect. You guys have been through shit, like a lot of it, much more than this person. I cannot give you what you want or deserve, and I'm so sorry. Yeah, I feel like we were made in a lab, and I really do believe that we were. You know, I was abducted at a very young age and have lived with the trauma of that from their bullshit, the grays and their experimentation. But yeah, also, anytime that a chosen one gets born, it's like a light bulb goes off, in the spiritual realm, and it just draws things to them. There's good extraterrestrials and there's not good extraterrestrials. You have both types watching over you. So these people really need to be careful because they're trying to hunt you down like a science and experiment on you like a science experiment. They need to understand that your ancestors are these dragons that will literally put the people in an arena and watch them fight themselves to death. You have like your ancestors do not play. I feel empty and hollow inside. I can't open up right now. Like I said, this person is empty and hollow. They don't have their soul. They're definitely missing a very big part of themselves, okay? Which is ridiculous. Like, who walks around not having a soul and doesn't give a fuck about it? Anybody that does not care about where they go after this lifetime, that is scary thought to me. Because I'm always like, thinking about that. Literally empty vessels. Yeah, I have things going on in my life that require my full attention. Nephilim. Yeah, and I don't even think that the Nephilim are bad, like especially the people that are born into Nephilim bloodlines now. But the ones when the flood happened, there were a lot of half breeds that were eating people. Okay, these giants were eating people, but they didn't have to. They could have a diet that was just vegetarian, and they would survive. But the giants whose pupils turned completely red, those are the giants that were eating people. And it's, human cannibalism, human eating humans is very 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 like trying on the system. It's not good for the body to digest human blood and shit like that. So I mean, it is for vampires, I'm sure, but vampires are not considered cannibals because they're a different creature. This person is like on their way to becoming some type of hollowed out creature. My mask keeps me safe. I need to fake my feelings. This person's not ever going to be authentic with you. They're never going to be straight up honest with you guys. And that's also a problem. I feel like, um, this person is about to go to the mental institution, or they're about to go to jail. They're about to be locked up for something because it's coming to a breaking point. Yeah, they've been exactly cut off from heaven because of what they did. If these people would go repent, they could probably turn this around, but they're not going to repent and they're not going to be able to turn this around. It's very unfortunate. But at least you know now that they've been watching you, and not to be afraid of that, but just check all, do a sweep of your house, you know, and especially when you go out of town and you come back, you know, especially like if you live in an apartment or condo, replace your toothpaste just in case, and your shampoo, just in case anybody came into your house and messed with your shit. You know what I mean? So I feel like this person was trying to make you homeless because they felt like you were going to be easier to abduct if you were homeless. So we're going to use the animal totem deck, and then we'll close out this reading. So yeah, that's what their whole game has been, is to come in and destroy your life. And then they feel like they were going to win some type of great prize, or they were going to upgrade or up level. No, these people are not. They're realizing that you were the wrong one to come for. And I do feel like you have spirit animals that are attacking this person. Love, the deer, be gentle with yourself. You heal with the power of love. See the light in all things. Acknowledge your self-worth and grace. You guys are worthy of love, and you're worthy of being loved. I love that Bambi right there. There may be some Easter eggs in Bambi that are related to your life. Also, this person is very sick. They're mentally sick and they're physically sick. And they're trying to make you feel the way that they feel. And your energy is just not these people's energy. It's completely different. Black bear, guardian, gentle and wise protector, give me your confidence and power. Help me protect the ones that I love. Awaken my intuition and guide me. So you got deer and bears coming through for protection. The deer is here to remind you that you are loved. And again, if your father has crossed over, I pray that you have a meeting with him today, that you're able to actually connect with him. And if he's still alive, I pray that you're actually able to communicate with them, regardless of, even if you feel like you don't like each other, to still send your father a text message if you can, because you don't ever want it to be a day where you can't message that person and get a message back from them. That's just like what I fear, basically. I mean, I don't really fear it because once they die, I get to know them more. But still, while they're here in the physical with you to interact. Assertive, the cougar. So in silence, you find power. Claim your leadership role and take action. You know where to go and what to do. You have the courage and confidence to succeed. Yeah, be assertive in your own life. Don't let anybody make you feel like you need to play small or that you need to hide who you truly are, because you guys are beautiful people and you're also beautiful beings. You're loved and cherished and adored by the spiritual realm. The ancestors and God love you so much. And even this planet loves you. The ram, perseverance. You have many gifts. No problem will withstand the power of your mind. With patience, you can reach your mountaintop. Never give up, and good luck will follow. Good luck will always follow you guys because you guys are good people. I feel like, the more that you love yourself and the more that you love others, the more you're going to persevere. It just makes you a force of nature that's unstoppable. And the reason that you guys continue to act from love, this loving nature that you have, it's because that's who you truly are. For you to get out of character and to be all upset, it causes somebody to have to do a lot of shit to you to make you guys upset. I will always tell you to fear people that are slow to anger, people that don't have a temper, that they are very slow to anger, are very powerful and dangerous people. And so, yeah, these karmics literally take for granted that God is slow to anger and has not put its foot up their ass. Basically, they take advantage of that, and they're going to find out one day that God's had enough. Tiger, fire. I choose to be unstoppable. My passion is my power. I am bold. I am brave. Mighty forces come to my aid. Yes. Yeah. You guys are too blessed to be stressed. Too blessed. And look, blessings can come in many ways. Blessings can be health. It can be wealth. It can be sexual, being able to have sex. It could be, having joy in your life, having inspiration, having passion. Wealth is health. Wealth is like love. Wealth, there's a lot of things that money cannot buy that wealth can provide you. Does that make sense? So like we think of wealth primarily usually just as money and finances, but there are things like you cannot buy, you can buy sex, I guess, with money, but you can't buy authentic love. You can't buy the truth. You know what I'm saying? So there, you can't buy health. I mean, you can do things to help your health, but you can't use that money to purchase more health, is what I'm saying. So again, when you feel like the world is focusing primarily on the finances, look at yourself and realize how much you actually do have that's wealthy by having a family, having support, having people that adore you, being healthy, being athletic, having the energy to go for a walk. There's some people that can't even get up out of bed, so, and I'm not saying that you guys are ungrateful, but I want you to start looking at wealth in a new light so that it's not, yeah, all the things that are priceless, so that you're not just focusing on the material aspect and then forgetting of how blessed you guys truly are. This tiger energy, I'm hearing the Eye of the Tiger song. So this is definitely about victory. It's about overcoming. The raccoon, inventor. Decide on what you really want. You have the ingenuity to claim it. Avoid being the trickster and practice integrity. So yeah, sometimes we can be the trickster, but sometimes we can be tricked into being the trickster. It's like somebody that tricks you. I'm literally getting somebody that's trying to trick you into doing something that will make you look bad in the eyes of God. You could do a bunch of bad things and God would probably not do anything other than continually send you messages to stop, like literally, because all these karmics have been warned for like months and months and months and like years, and they still haven't stopped. This talks about you have many roles and you can juggle them very well. Raccoons are scavengers. They're also providers. They have a family unit. Yes, the raven, who is the trickster, he steals the light. Look at that gray swan. I love that it's got black swan and a white swan. It says, you who glide across the waters of my soul, bring me your wisdom and light. Help me transform into elegance and grace. Inspire me with dignity and the spirit of beauty. You guys are extremely beautiful. That's one thing that people envy about you. And your beauty comes from within. So stop looking in the mirror and thinking that you're hideous. Somebody needs to hear that. You're not. I don't care what your parents have told you, what others have told you. Their opinion of you is jaded, okay? You have beauty that comes from within and it extends outwards. The horse, freedom. Your heart is pure and free. This is exactly what I was just talking about. You're beautiful. A greater purpose calls you. You have unlimited reserves of stamina and strength. So yeah, when you think that you're your weakest, you're actually your strongest, because you just have, it's like, okay, you follow the winds of change and accomplish your dreams. It's like, okay, before I went to Las Vegas, I thought that I was like, I don't know, that I was really strong. I had no idea how much more strength and stamina I had, because it's so much walking. It's like walking fucking everywhere. So, like, literally, I didn't know though until I was put in that situation that I had all this extra, that I could actually do this. And I started figuring out ways to shift my weight on my feet and stuff like that, so I wouldn't get blisters. So yeah, you don't know what you're capable of until you're pushed to your limit. And I feel like you've got somebody that's trying to push you to your limit, but still there is freedom in being able to, walk away from these people. Partnership, the puffin. Accept yourself and your colorful personality. Feel confident about being you. You are a joy bringer. That's what people need to understand, that you're valuable. Let your community nourish and protect you. Ask for help. Teamwork will give you the best results. And again, if you guys have neighbors that you feel like don't like you, I'm getting that it's just because somebody spread a rumor about you. If these people actually got to know you, they would like you. So, don't hate your neighbors. It's hating anything or anyone is just toxic, right? You can dislike something, but to hate it is like you really dislike it, right? Which goes too much in the other direction. The best thing you can do for yourself is to be neutral on things that you don't like, because when you're neutral to something, you're not giving it all of your energy. But when you hate something, you're like investing all of your energy into it, right? And especially if you don't want it in your reality, don't give it energy. That's why Christ turned the other cheek. It's not because he was like, I'm a bitch and I like to be slapped. No, he literally, that analogy of turning the other cheek is because I'm just going to turn the other cheek because I'm not giving you no energy. Like whatever you tried to just do, I'm not giving you nothing for that. Yes. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, someone told you once to hate the sin, not the center. Yeah, hate the sin, not the sinner, because none of us are perfect, right? But literally hating anything is going to bring you, it's going to put too much attachment to that thing. And that's what will keep it in your reality. So that's why being neutral to it is the best thing that you can do. Yeah, if you don't like it, just swerve and avoid it. Exactly. Look at this, the links, keeper of secrets. It says, take time out from the world and be the observer. Nothing can deceive you when you trust your knowledge. You see other secrets and keep them as sacred. In silence and solitude, you will find your strength. Yes, you guys will find your strength. I mean, you guys already are. It's just that you didn't know what your strength was until these people tried you. Yeah, that they chose to listen to a hater instead of seeing the life that you lead. That's just because people are impressionable. You know, they feel like if that somebody's coming to do them a solid, to give them a warning. I mean, that's why I'm saying don't judge these people just because they were tricked. They were literally just deceived, is all it is. Just deceived into thinking something about you that's inaccurate. But the more that you just be your real, authentic self, the more that these people are going to see that somebody was working against you and lying, you know. But yeah. And I don't know what a neuroleptic 19 centimeters is. I have no idea what that is, but sounds like a medical thing or something. But yeah, I feel like literally you guys, some of your neighbors are not stupid. They watch your house and they don't see anything going on. And I don't see anything going on except for these other weird people. I don't know if these are religious people or what this is, why they are targeting you. But yeah, they're definitely targeting you because of your spiritual beliefs. And why is it that people that are religious fear people that are spiritual? It's like just because somebody says that they're a witch and says that they practice witchcraft and says that they do Wicca does not make them a witch. Just because people say this shit, like just because somebody says that they are a devil worshiper or that they are a satanic whatever, that they're satanic or they doesn't actually mean they're connected to the devil. Somebody that says that they're a witch doesn't actually mean they have abilities and magical powers. Okay. People say things because they want a certain label, but you have to understand that a lot of the people that say these things they're not actually these things. So, you know, there is a level of just not judging people because everybody has the right to their own opinion and what they feel. And they also have the right to voice that opinion if they want to say that they're a witch. Again, my definition of a witch is definitely going to be different than a Wiccan person's definition of a witch. You know what I mean? Yeah, they definitely fear what they don't know. I think we all fear the unknown because it's just, yeah, they want to be feared. And that's exactly it, that there's going to be some type of repercussion. But the thing is like, you guys should really fear somebody that does not retaliate. When people do not retaliate, that means that person's got some power. They're not going to retaliate. So these people really need to be wise about their next choices because, you know, like, you could very easily destroy these people's lives without having to lift a finger because God loves you. Yeah, the goose, inner knowing. You are a brave traveler. Your soul knows the way. Be confident you will achieve your destination. Loyal friends are always with you. Don't worry, you are blessed. Let yourself fly. So yeah, these people want to keep you like a caged bird, trapped, you know, so that they can always watch you. It's literally, it's these people tried to remove your protection, but that's impossible. So obviously it backfired against them in a major way. Look at this, the ladybug. Good luck. You are a bright energy. Let worry go and be happy here and now. Feel good about being a loving and colorful you. You bless the world with good luck and color. So yeah, these people that want you to fear them because they say, like, and this is what I'm saying, somebody may say that they cast spells and that they're Wiccan and all of that. Yeah, they want to keep us as the golden goose for sure. They may say all that stuff, but you don't need to. And even people that say that they worship the devil, you don't need to fear these people because a lot of them have no authentic connection to the divine or to anything dark. And a lot of them do not have, I consider witches to be people that have spiritual abilities and then they abuse those abilities and use them for bad. I don't consider somebody that works with herbs and tarot cards and oracle cards and reads astrology. I do not consider those people to be witches. I consider them to be, interested in spirituality and chakras and stuff. That by learning the chakra system and by reading your own chakras and balancing that, you can literally change your life and turn around any type of disturbance that's going on. Like it is good to know about things in spirituality. You don't need to fear that. Like a lot of these people fear the spiritual knowledge because they believe in stuff that's not, I have seen voodoo before and I have experienced it and it is possible. It does work, but it does not work the way that they intended it to not on the chosen. It does not work the way that they intended. It works a little bit, but it does not work to the extreme. And that's why these people are so fed up because they're used to being able to use some type of magic to take somebody out or call upon a deity or whatever. But these people are not getting their deity. These deities are not answering back to these people. Whatever they're calling on is like literally, yeah, they thrive on keeping you guys out of balance. That's why you guys being a balancing force in the universe, it's literally their economic system. Yeah, it's like the system of an energy vampire, basically. These people they underestimate the fact that you are loved by the universe and that you are cherished and important. You know what I mean? So make sure that if you do have a living parent, that you contact them. If you don't have a living parent, that you still pray for them. Pray for these people because they don't know what they're doing. They literally are lost in their lives. You know what I mean? They're completely lost. And not only that, they're about to go through some major shit, like some major karma. So we're going to see if there's any physical identifying marks that we can pull. Think about someone having a voodoo doll of you because that hurts them at night, that it haunts them. Yeah, I literally get that. This doll that they keep stabbing, like, does not even work on you anymore. And so whoever they went to, I keep getting the energy of somebody going back to a practitioner being super pissed off that the shit's not working because they paid so much money, but the practitioner was never going to do this spell work on you. The practitioner is not an idiot. Like they gave them the doll, but they're like, basically like, ancestors, God, if this person's going to use this doll for anything negative, I don't want to be a part of it. And I don't want to be a part of the karma. So we'll see if there's any identifying traits about these people that can pop out so you can know who they are. But yeah, just very ignorant way of thinking. Yeah, they exasperate you. Yeah. Yeah, they're throwing childlike tantrums because we don't want to give them the toy that they want. Exactly. Dealing with somebody that's got blue eyes. They could also have a tooth gap. I'm getting a real ghetto ratchet energy off this person. I don't like using the word white trash, but I'm definitely picking up on some trailer park bullshit. Somebody that literally is just very upset that you have a better life. Very young. So you got somebody that is actually younger than you. Wow. Yeah, exactly. There was a lady about 4 houses down when you were working your front yard on the last week. She was chanting some type of satanic curse. Jesus, you guys, that's really scary. God. Yeah, I would just be like reading Psalm 91, like just continuously. That's what I literally do when things get rough. That's scary. I mean, literally. You got a neighbor that's just on some weird shit. Brunette. Somebody that's got brown hair. Wow. Practitioner. Literally practitioner card. So we just nailed it. This is definitely your neighbor. That is crazy. They're a practitioner. Wow. So it's good to know that. Also, so some people that are practitioners know, like I have a neighbor here that did practice magic, and they know that I'm a being of God, and just energetically or empathically or something. And so they've tried to stay under the radar with whatever they do, because they were cursing the entire neighborhood, like sending presents to everybody's house and hexing the shit out of that. And then I cleared that away, and this person got really afraid. Yeah, she pulled up an event. She's not your neighbor, but you think the neighbors hired her. Okay, absolutely. I'm definitely getting that the neighbors did hire her. Yeah. So the good thing is, if you have a practitioner that lives around you, they're most likely not going to curse you because you live directly right by them. But if this is a practitioner that's coming to do the work, I'm getting that this practitioner comes and they try to put everybody in the neighborhood under a spell. I would be very weary of any neighborhood like parties where they share food or bring a plate, bring a potluck or whatever. This person definitely intends to poison somebody or to put witchcraft in their food, which is a form of poisoning somebody. But yeah, like literally and further to state, when I did not go to the whatever summer party was, I felt so much hatred and anger from these neighbors, like that. I was just like, damn, y'all are that pissed that I didn't go, because they were going to try to dose me with some fucking witchcraft, a mobile witch tavern. Oh dear. Literally. So yeah, this person was definitely hired by a neighbor. I don't know why they feel so threatened by you, but this practitioner, I get, was supposed to put you under some type of spell so that you would be easier to manipulate. And this practitioner didn't have the power to do that. Like, your guys' protection was just too strong, literally. This person could have very exaggerated features. And they could be extremely exaggerated, just like you were saying with the satanic chanting and shit like that. Like, that's very weird. And it's unnecessary. Like, putting somebody else underneath a spell is just bad luck. It's bad. Busty chest. Wow. They have a busty chest as well. So yeah. So extra. It's so unneeded, truly. Now you also have somebody else that is of Asian descent that is watching. I'm getting that this person is watching you online. You got somebody definitely online that's watching you. So knowing that there is an online community and then there's an offline community, you end up putting this demonic spirit of malice into a bag, and she ended up opening it, and it told her, why did you do that? And then her mouth opened up and she had teeth like a crocodile. Oh my goodness. So yeah, there could be also for some of you, there could be an Asian real estate company that wants to buy all of the places where you live at. They put malice in the neighborhood because it's blinding to people. It absolutely is. Yep, your ex is Chinese. Okay, so that definitely makes sense. Yeah, wanting to buy out your house or buy out where you live, like, that is really screwed up. That's screwed up, thinking that somebody could just do that. You know what I mean? And just try to, but again, they did that when they were building the railroad. Anybody that wouldn't move out of their way, they would just get rid of them. Yeah. Also, this person could be very skinny, this Asian person. It could be like one of their traits. Is there anything else? What does it say? You could also be dealing with somebody who's Hispanic or Latino, and they could be into this. This person could be a brujeria. This person could actually be the person that contacted this practitioner. And I literally get that this person's tried to burn candles on you. They've done a lot of stupid shit, like that's in their culture. Whatever this evil eye crap is, they've done a lot of it and it's not been successful. I just heard somebody's neighbor wants them to move out so that another person can move in that house. That's crazy. Look at this tribal. That tribal energy going to a brujeria, literally, which is part of like their tribal energy. And not all brujerias are negative. There are probably some that practice white magic. Again, I don't consider people that use their gifts for good to be witches, and consider them to be white magic practitioners. But the people that abuse their gifts, and again, go into any tribal energy on this type of time, I feel like you're dealing with people that could be a little bit racist against, Caucasians, against people of even Hindu faith. There's definitely some racism going on here with a neighbor. Green eyes. This person could literally have green eyes. So yeah, there's always going to be a little bit of racism in society, but I don't feel like you guys experience it all that much. They're so trifling. If they want anyone to move out, all they need to do is ask. That's exactly it. I mean, the thing is that you shouldn't have to move for any reason, and you shouldn't have people contacting practitioners to curse you and all sorts of dumb shit. Whoever this skinny Asian X is, they've tried to work some type of, witchcraft themselves, and it didn't take. Probably because your ancestors are more powerful than theirs. And that's why you don't play with people's lives like this. Okay, you guys, thank you for making it to the ending of this reading. I hope that this reading helped you guys. Please like the video, share, hit the notification button, and make sure you guys are subscribed so you know every time that I go live. Next time I go live, I'll probably do personal questions, okay? So thank you guys for being here. Know that God loves you. Know that I love you. Yeah, what you notice is they keep trying to get people to approach you from all nationality. They even get the First Nations people on their team, hoping that you would trust them in their nationality. Wow. Well, now that you guys know the truth, you know what to do to keep yourself safe. Continue to pray Psalm 91 and cleanse your home, and you guys will be fine. Again, you're more powerful than even the practitioner. So, okay, you guys, sending you love and light as well. Lots of air hugs and support. Okay, make sure you tell your dads that you love them, whether it's in the physical or in the spirit. Know that God loves you. Know that Father God loves you so much. Know that I love you. And until the next reading, you guys, peace be with you. Have a wonderful day. God bless.